Well, plenty of mystery around Abrar Kadabra, and I've got Nas here as we try and decode some of that mystery from a batter's point of view. Nas, firstly, how difficult it is when someone rolls up to the scene new and you really have no idea what he's about.
It is really tricky, to be honest. It's one of the hardest things in the game, especially in the subcontinent. You've got a mystery spinner, a new spinner. You've got no footage of him really before. You've got men round the bat and you have no idea which way the ball's spinning. It is one of the trickiest things in batting, actually. Extreme pace and mystery spin. And the only advice I could give is the realization the more you bat, the easier it gets. You then suddenly start picking up things. Look at Harry Brook. First innings couldn't quite pick it. Second innings, look how he's playing now. The more you play him, the more you're in the middle, the more you get used to him.
You talk about footage. Yes, you could pull up all the footage from the domestic circuit. Different ball game where you're in the middle, pressure's on. As a batter, what are you looking at? The arm speed, the finger, what is it that you first go for?
Right from the beginning, right from the start. I'll give you some on Anil Kumble. We played against Anil for about a year and we couldn't work out how he bowled his googly. Then suddenly we worked out in his run-up, when he was bowling his leg break, he held the ball full in his hands. There was no gap there at all. When he bowled his googly, we noticed he used to run in right from his run-up with a gap there. So as a batter, even a non-striker would be looking at the gap, and we knew that would be his wrong un. So that's in his run-up. Then you'd get up maybe to here. Now this lad Abrar is a finger spinner, so you're watching his fingers as closely as you can. You're watching whether he's flicking it out that way of his fingers or he's taking his index finger out and flicking it the other way. Then if you're not picking that, because the finger is a very difficult thing to pick, if you're not picking that, you're picking the seam of the ball, which way the seam is going. Obviously spinning towards the slips, that's his leg break. If it's spinning towards square leg, that's his googly. If you're not picking any of that, then you have to play it off the pitch. At times Brook and Root were trying to play him off the back foot, and then if you're struggling, you do what Duckett does. And what Duckett does is a lot of sweeps and reverse sweeps, obviously left-handed sweeps and reverse sweeps. Because when it's spinning and you can do that much, that's how much of the bat you can use. When you're that way, that's all you've got. So if you're not sure which way it's spinning, sweep and reverse sweep.
So a lot of ifs and buts in that. And then slow turner like we have in Multan, it probably gives you a little bit more time to read it off the surface. But in long term, you're ideally looking at picking something. Subtle variations, but like you mentioned, it's important that you pick up those when you're batting.
I mean, you've mentioned it. You mentioned it with Babar Azam. Babar Azam hasn't got all these big sweeps and reverse sweeps, but why is he such a good player in the subcontinent? Why is his record so superb in Pakistan? Because he goes all the way back and he gives himself time. Okay, England don't have mystery spin, but even if you watched him bat against Abrar in the nets, he wouldn't be caught in between and then guessing. He would go all the way back, he would see it spin and then react.
Just as a mystery spinner, you see them get caught out a little bit when the footage does become what? How important is it for them to continue to innovate in their tricks?
Absolutely. The same thing happened to Ajantha Mendis. Ajantha Mendis burst on the scene. A lot of countries, even India, couldn't play him particularly well. And then the footage came, and then they realised that actually he didn't spin it that much either way, and just play him almost like a medium pacer, like we did against Anil Kumble in England. We ended up playing him like a medium pacer. So the challenge for him is to improve his game, keep improving his game, maybe get a little bit quicker. That's the one thing Ben Duckett said on interview. When we spot his googly, it goes up a bit slower. So maybe get a little bit quicker. But at the moment, the lad's got 10 wickets in the test match. He's doing okay at the moment, but like any cricketer, you've got to always push yourself to improve.
Yeah, always push yourself to improve, and we've tried to decode it. Hope it worked for you.